A Description of New England by Captain John Smith. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Algy Pug. A Description of New England by Captain John Smith. Section 0. Title page and dedications. A Description of New England, or the Observations and Discoveries of Captain John Smith, Admiral of that country in the north of America, in the year of our Lord 1614, with the success of 6 ships that went the next year 1615, and the accidents befell him among the French men of war. With the proof of the present benefit this country affords, whither this present year 1616 8 voluntary ships are gone to make further trial. At London, printed by Humphrey Lowndes for Robert Clerk, and are to be sold at his house called the Lodge in Chancery Lane, over against Lincoln's Inn, 1616. To the high hopeful Charles, Prince of Great Britain, Sir, so favourable was your most renowned and memorable brother, Prince Henry, to all generous designs, that in my discovery of Virginia I presumed to call 2 nameless headlands after my sovereign heirs, Cape Henry and Cape Charles. Since then, it being my chance to range some other parts of America, whereof I here present your Highness the description in a map, my humble suit is, you would please to change their barbarous names for such English as posterity may say Prince Charles was their godfather. What here in this relation I promise my country, let me live or die the slave of scorn and infamy, if, having meanness, I make not apparent, please God to bless me but for such accidents as are beyond my power and reason to prevent. For my labours I desire but such conditions as were promised me out of the gains, and that your Highness would deign to grace this work by your princely and favourable respect unto it, and to know me to be your Highness' true and faithful servant, John Smith. To the right honourable and worthy lords, knights, and gentlemen of his Majesty's Council for all plantations and discoveries, especially of New England. Seeing the deeds of the most just and the writings of the most wise, not only of men but of God himself, have been diversely traduced by variable judgments of the time's opinionists, what shall such ignorant as I expect? Yet reposing myself on your favours, I present this rude discourse, to the world's construction, though I am persuaded that few do think there may be had from New England stapled commodities well worth 300,000 or 400,000 pound a year, with so small a charge, and such facility as this discourse will acquaint you. But, lest your honours that know me not should think I go by hearsay or affection, I entreat your pardons to say this much of myself. Near twice 9 years I have been taught by lamentable experience, as well in Europe and Asia as Afric and America, such honest adventures as the chance of war doth cast upon poor soldiers. So that, if I not be able to judge of what I have seen, contrived, and done, it is not the fault either of my eyes or of 4 quarters. And these 9 years I have bent my endeavours to find a sure foundation to begin these ensuing projects, which though I never so plainly and seriously propound, yet it resteth in God and you still to dispose of. Not doubting but your goodness will pardon my rudeness, and ponder errors in the balance of good will. No more, but saving all my best abilities to the good of my prince.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?